Welcome into the most intimidating kitchen in Chicago, where myself, Shane Riordan, and my friend Alyssa Bergamini here from 670 The Score and the Chicago Bulls broadcast will be judging the Super Bowl dishes of 4 radio hosts ranging from decent home cook to Danny Parkins on the low end. We're very much looking forward to this, Alyssa. Thank you for joining me. We're going to have 4 hosts. Jen BT from 104.3 James, Austin Huff from US 99, Danny Parkins from The Score, and Gina from B96. They're going to present us with their Super Bowl snacks, and Alyssa and I will break them down.
Yeah, we're going to base it off of presentation, taste, and originality.
Originality.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something very special.
I know you are. Danny Parkins told me already to be easy on him, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be that nice.
Thanks for sticking around. Can't wait to have some Super Bowl food from radio hosts who cannot cook.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know. Approaching now to Shane and Alyssa's cutthroat kitchen of criticism is Austin Huff of the US 99 morning show of Melissa and Austin, presenting to us his go-to Super Bowl snack. Austin, welcome in. How do you feel?
Hello, Sharks.
Hello.
I feel good about this meal.
Do you know Alyssa?
That I prepared.
Hi.
Yes,
How are
Alyssa.
you?
Yes, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. The dish I have prepared for you all is
Looks great.
Aptly titled Crack Dip.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
Love the name already.
Okay, you said that a little too soon.
Well, Alyssa had her fair share of problems early on. Yeah, we've rehabilitated her.
All right. We all remember the 80s, right?
Horrible.
Yeah, of course.
So I will admit, I am probably the worst cook
Oh, no.
known to man.
Good to know.
The best dish I have ever prepared in my life is a bowl of cereal.
Okay.
So I did, much like I turned to my dad to help me a lot with the Pinewood Derby growing up,
Yeah.
I turned to my wife to help me with this meal today.
I love it. Under promise, over deliver, right?
Yeah. So
I would never have you walk up here and say, this is unreal.
If it is terrible, she gets half of the blame.
Okay.
Okay, but how
Maybe
much
even
much work
60%.
did you actually do in this preparation?
That's a good question, Alyssa.
Well,
Thank
I thank you. It's a great question. I did ask. I told my wife. I said, Shane needs me to prepare a Super Bowl dish.
Shout out Meredith. by
Did
the
you
way.
at least buy the Triscuits?
I actually the Triscuits are her touch.
Oh.
She
Okay.
said the flavor pairing for this would be a delicious Nabisco cracker,
Okay.
and
Okay.
Triscuits were the one to go with.
Not a wheat thin, huh?
Not a wheat thin.
All right, well, we are
Wheat
judging
thin.
you on presentation, which, as we can see right now, is lacking a lot. Taste overall and originality.
Yeah, correct.
I put the Triscuits in a circle.
You did.
so.
I think Kevin might have helped with that. But go ahead and slide
No,
us your
I
crack
did
dip.
watch him
He did? Okay.
put them
Go ahead
in
and
this
slide
lovely
And I
design.
also did not wash my hands before doing it.
It's
Oh,
okay.
love
Slide us your
this.
crack dip. All right, so break down crack dip for us.
So crack dip is made with 4 separate types of cheeses.
Thank-
4.
Yes.
Wow.
Can I go right in?
Yeah, let's. You keep
All right,
going,
I think
Austin.
we.
Yeah.
You start and I'll talk.
All right, 4 different types of
Yeah.
cheeses. Wow.
Do you know what they are?
Yes. Can I look at my phone?
Sure. Yeah.
As a
Bring
cheat
up
sheet?
the notes.
Again,
All right.
I'm not a good cook.
You've got to call Meredith. Go ahead.
I'm taking a bite.
There's okay. So this recipe includes.
I feel like this is something you should know.
Yeah.
know.
No, I do
Yeah,
know it.
okay.
I do know it. I'm just.
Yeah.
You're kind of cheating on your phone.
Just for,
Go on.
No, I'm just.
Go on.
I'm bored by you guys, so I'm texting my
Okay.
friends while I do this interview.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
definitely know the recipe.
we're
by
bored
heart.
by your food, so.
Half-pound yellow cheddar cheese, shredded, about 3 cups. A 1/4 pound white cheddar cheese. A 1/3 cup red onion. A 1/3 cup mayo.
Yeah, a lot of mayo. I think it might be a little
Is there
bit more
too
than a
much
1/3 cup of mayo.
So that's a mayor problem. See?
I
That's
don't think Meredith would
Blame
ever
it
do
on
anything
her.
wrong.
No,
Do
well-
not blame it on her.
She was the one who said, I think this needs more mayo. And I said, babe, I
Wow.
think we're good on the mayo. But she insisted.
I'm not a regular white. I like mayo a lot, but this is a lot of. This isn't crack dip. This is
This
like
is-
a
Well,
This
mayonnaise
now,
soup.
hold on. If it depends on, who you're talking to. Because some
Okay.
people think mayo is crack.
Sure.
They
Okay.
like their mayo.
Shout out.
You are just lucky that
Barrington.
we are not lactose intolerant.
Yeah, thank God.
We are
All
lucky.
right, so 4 types of cheese.
Yeah.
We got mayo. Is there bacon in there?
There is some horseradish, some Dijon mustard,
I'm not
and
getting
some
any horseradish.
pimento.
You got pimento, too.
I didn't. Dijon?
I mean,
you mentioned?
it's interesting.
Dijon mustard.
I didn't taste any
Or,
of that.
excuse me,
Yeah.
as the French call it, Dijon.
I'm not getting any mustard in here either.
Okay.
So Alyssa,
She probably doubled. We were probably out of mustard.
So
Doubled
she
up
doubled
on
the mayo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A presentation. Where are you at in presentation?
Really lacking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand that you had to put this in a bowl, so we'll give you some credit for at least giving us 2 separate bowls. I would say the crackers on the plate are a better presentation than this bowl of bellyache.
Yeah.
They also taste better.
Okay. It is called crack dip. Didn't say which crack.
Okay. Overall taste, man, I got a lot to say about this, and I don't really have enough time to break down exactly what's wrong with every part of this. But just know that we can have a conversation off camera
Yeah.
if you'd like.
But I don't mind too.
I need a little bit more consistency in the texture of the cheese. Maybe a little melt action on the cheese.
Yeah.
It's a grainy presentation of the cheese.
It is a dish served cold. It has been in the refrigerator for roughly 2 days.
Couple weeks.
Oh, 2 days,
2
huh?
days. 2 days. Yeah.
Well, good to know as well.
Yeah.
I
Good.
would
I
say
would've
it
said
didn't
longer.
need the onions.
Okay. Yeah.
It just
yeah.
I don't think it mixes with all
I
the
would've-
4 types of cheeses. I think the cheeses are strong enough.
I would have cooked the onions. I would have gone with a caramelized onion. Yeah, I would
Well,
have
now
cooked
we're
them.
gonna have bad breath the rest of this show.
Yeah.
Well, that was my intention because I knew you guys were going to berate this, and so I was like, "Well, how can I leave them with lasting effects?" And the first step was the breath. The next step is what you guys will probably deal with later. If we're what I'm talking about.
Probably.
Again, crack dip.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll talk to you after the show.
Your
and
energy
we'll-
was great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
you were
that.
prepared.
I am
Yeah.
looking for a 10% stake in only 3% of the company.
Got it. Appreciate
All
that
right,
very
we'll
much.
get back
Austin
to,
Huff,
we'll get back to you on that.
US
Thanks,
99,
Austin.
the Melissa and Austin Show. Crack dip.
Thank you, guys.
Our second participant in Shane and Alyssa's cutthroat kitchen of criticism is Jen BT, the host of the morning show at 104.3 Jams. Jen is presenting us with her favorite Super Bowl snack. Jen looks wonderful.
Thank you.
Massive improvement from our last contestant,
Really?
Austin
I
Huff.
would have to say.
So I would love for you to tell Alyssa and I about your Super Bowl snack.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the country version. We're doing street food, Chicago
Okay.
streets. I got a rep for 104.3 Jams in City of Chicago girls. I call this game day enchiladas.
Oh,
Game day enchiladas.
It's made
Okay.
with Doritos, enchilada sauce, cheddar cheese, sour cream with a pickled jalapeno on top. We have salsa verde and salsa roja.
That's
and
just
you can
green
just
and red
kind of
salsa.
got that.
right, mix it on the side. And I like it because it's just an easy dump and go. If you had a few brewskis, you
Yeah,
could
that would
just
taste good with this.
and then just eat it up, and it's just happy comfort food. My take on enchiladas, but game day style. So I hope
love
you
it.
enjoy.
You want to talk about a dump and go? Remember Austin's
Oh
dish?
my goodness, I
gosh.
know.
So I love what you did. Presentation's part of this, right? I
Yeah.
love what you did with your green and red salsas, and you were looking for a toothpick because you wanted to draw that trail all the way around
Mm-hmm.
to kind of break it up. It looks
I'm excited about
like
this one.
it looks like what you said it is,
Yeah.
and I am looking forward to it.
I would say not only style points in the dish, but she also came prepared with this sweatshirt. It says, "I'm just here for the halftime show."
Mm-hmm.
So style points for Jen herself and for the plate.
That's right.
And you improvised even because there were no toothpicks. And you thought on your feet. You were quick on your feet
Thank
there.
you. I
So
appreciate
presentation.
All right, so you
Off
said
to a hot start.
Moment
already.
of truth, though, right?
I
Dig
know, here we
a
go.
little spoon, get some of the hot sauce, right?
Yep.
Or the salsa.
Going
Okay.
to the corner first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some, and I want that
You
jalapeno
gotta
on
bring
that
this one
bite,
out
too.
there.
Yeah, put that jalapeno bite on there.
Okay.
What do you think, guys?
Texture
Alyssa?
is great.
Mm-hmm.
So far, love the sour cream with the cheese. I feel like this is perfect for a game day snack. And I love having the options of both the red and the green salsa. And I just went for both, because why not?
Sure. Yeah. Get them both.
Life's short.
Yeah,
Just eat it all.
exactly.
It's
Shane?
not overpowering, which
Yeah.
is good, especially for a big football game where I'm sitting on the couch with my friends. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
feel weighed down, right? I don't, but I want still that Mexican vibe
Yeah.
of a nice enchilada, a deconstructed enchilada.
I'm going to go for another bite.
Yeah,
I didn't do that in the last one.
It's
I'm
not-
going for another bite.
not overpowering at
And the
all.
jalapeno I like as well. I I like spicy. I think if you like spicy, this is the
And
perfect
it's a
dish.
pickled jalapeno, Alyssa, so it's not going to be overly spicy. It's mild with like a little sabor for everybody, but not
Mild.
too much.
Okay.
Perfect.
I
So
could
try
use
it with that pickled jalapeno.
I could use a crunch. I could use a crunch.
She did
If
say
I'm being-
Doritos, though, correct?
Did you get
were-
Doritos in your bite?
I
If we're
didn't-
being critical,
I didn't necessarily taste a Dorito, but let me try the other side. You think
Okay.
it's over here?
Could be.
There's got to be a Dorito in here, right?
I could use a crunch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
I
the
get it.
flavor here is great. Like I said, not overpowering. Very good for a party. But I could use a crunch, Jen. I'm missing a crunch.
I agree.
I am.
I get it.
Chips maybe on the side, too. I don't know
Yeah,
if that.
I did kind of zhuzh it a little bit. Yeah, and you're right. I agree. It's usually with the crunch and got a little nervous, I'll be honest. So just kind of winged it. But yeah, usually it has a crunch. I'll make it for you guys on game
Next
day.
time?
And I
Okay.
promise I will deliver that crunch. It usually has that Dorito bite. So apologies.
It's okay.
Under
Don't
pressure, but
No, sorry's here.
It's constructive criticism. We just
I love
want
it.
to
I
see
take
people
all of
get
it.
better, I think. I don't
Yeah.
want to speak for you. We just want to
I'm
see everyone
with
get
ya.
better.
I'm with you.
So just keep that in mind.
okay. Yeah, I'll bring
But-
the crunch next time.
Okay.
Strong
It's nice and
contestant.
warm, though.
Yeah,
It is.
okay.
Strong contestant.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Jen BT from 104.3 Jams, the morning
give it
show.
for
Thank
Jen.
you very
my
much.
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank
you.
All right, guys.
Walking in now, our third participant in Alyssa and Shane's cutthroat kitchen of criticism is the afternoon show host at 670 The Score, Danny Parkins. He is the host of the show that I produce, and he's a man famous for providing Alyssa only 1 pound of shrimp to a party of 20 people that
Wow.
he hosted.
I think
We'll
I
see
knew
if-
that story.
You think you probably knew that one. We'll
think
see
I
if
did.
we'll see if Danny can redeem himself today. Danny, welcome to the kitchen.
Welcome.
Please let us know what you're serving us today.
I am serving bacon wrapped cocktail wieners with brown sugar and maple syrup.
Okay.
Wow. Can you talk about the cook process, please?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. I got a package of hot dogs and a package of bacon.
Okay, Pepperidge Farm, Hillshire Farm.
The Oscar.
It's important.
Oscar Mayer?
Yeah, Oscar Mayer.
Okay.
Okay.
And I wrapped them, the hot dogs and the bacon, and stuck a toothpick through it in
Okay.
order to hold the bacon
Yes.
to the hot dog. And then I crumbled some powdered sugar, or the brown sugar, and drizzled a very little bit amount of maple syrup on top with
Okay.
some black pepper flakes.
Okay, before black pepper flakes. Now, Alyssa, that's something I've never heard of. Have you heard of black pepper flakes?
Black
I've
pepper.
heard of red ones. I've heard of fresh cracked
Do you
black
mean
pepper.
just pepper, maybe?
I just mean black pepper.
Just black pepper. I like that you're
Okay.
trying to elevate the words, though.
Yeah.
That's what this is about.
And Danny, can you tell us how much prep time this took?
It took about maybe 15 minutes.
Okay, so quick and easy.
I cut the bacon strips with a
Alright.
knife. I'm making the scissors mechanic, but it was a knife.
Sure.
And then I opened up the package of hot dogs
Yeah.
and I rolled them up.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I didn't, because I didn't make, I didn't make 60 of them for a party.
Right.
I just
Sure.
made one pan for
Okay.
us.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
And
we
my-
appreciate your effort.
Yeah, my final question, where did you come up with the toppings of you had brown sugar, some maple
My sister has made
syrup?
these for some parties before.
So it's
Okay.
a family
It's a
recipe.
family recipe,
Okay.
and she passed it along.
Like an heirloom.
Okay, all right.
Exactly. It's
All
like I got
right,
it from
well,
my-
let's dig in.
It was passed up from my little sister.
Okay, great.
Is the thing,
Thank you
yeah.
very much, Amy.
Yeah.
Please slide us your dish.
Yes.
And we'll take our first bite. Thank
Okay.
you. Alyssa, please.
All right, which one do I go with? I mean, and
one of
tell
them.
us, how did you plate this? What was the thought process?
I tried to make a pyramid, and it became more of a abstract art pile.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we love that.
Is what it
This
became.
one looks like it is nice and
Because
crisp.
I don't know, like I don't like to do rules in the kitchen. So like whatever you're
rules?
feeling when you're plating, I think it's all about
Okay,
inspiration
okay.
and creativity. Right?
Gonna
So I
just
don't
going
want.
for the whole little.
I think the whole thing. Yeah, I think take the whole wiener. I definitely get the syrup up front. You get the syrup up front.
I do taste
It's a
the
nice
syrup.
touch, but I definitely was greeted by the syrup.
I was as well.
Front of the
I'm
palate,
still
back
chewing.
of the palate, side of the palate.
Still chewing. I would say
I can take it.
it is delicious.
No, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I can sense a butt coming.
As someone that doesn't love bacon, maybe a little less bacon
Less bacon.
and a little bit more of the weenie.
I've never heard less bacon before. I have heard more weenie.
Yeah. Okay. and I,
Respectfully, I disagree with you.
okay.
Respectfully,
Respectfully, I'm gonna listen.
I need a little bit more bacon to if we're gonna go with this amount of syrup,
Yeah.
I need
Yes.
a little bit more bacon to kind of counteract how much syrup we were assaulted
Yeah.
with. You know?
I gotta be honest, it wasn't an equal amount of syrup
It
per
doesn't-
weenie.
I could have told you that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still tasting the syrup.
Okay. It is morning.
Right.
It is, yeah,
Well,
it's a good afternoon morning snack, and I guess for friends, family, you're having over to watch the big
Sure,
game.
but what time is the big game?
5:30.
Right, so away from the breakfast time.
Yeah, breakfast is well over.
I love the effort. I love the inspiration. I love where this is coming from.
Yep.
In terms of leaning on family in hard times to help you with recipe inspiration. I just feel a little violated by the syrup.
Sure.
Well, let me try another one.
Yeah, maybe we just had a.
Let's try another one. Oh, let's go with this one. Looks like there's a little bit less bacon.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. I also. You really put the toothpick. You made sure to get through as much of that hot dog as humanly possible, whereas most people would just go.
That one had a lot
straight
of
from the top
syrup.
into the bottom.
And I see the black pepper flakes.
Yeah, there's definitely black pepper flakes there.
I wasn't sure how to do the toothpick to make sure that the bacon didn't fall off, and so I
No, it is.
wanted
It
to
is.
like a
It is
diagonal.
together.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'd never
It's a
done.
tough thing.
Okay, and the colored toothpicks, a nice touch.
Thank you. That's what we had at home.
Okay,
I think
perfect.
I know how I feel about this.
I do too.
Okay.
I do too. We've not had little weenies in a
Yeah, we've had
bacon.
two really bad dishes so far.
I wouldn't say two bad dishes.
Okay, well,
Oh
we'll
my
talk about
goodness.
that later.
It's been a good variety.
Okay. Danny Parkins, afternoon show, 6:70 The Score.
Thank you, Danny.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Thanks for being gentle.
I think we were just being honest.
Yeah, I think honest.
Yeah,
It's the
pretty good.
cutthroat,
We
kitchen
ate
criticism.
majority of them, so I think that's telling.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danny.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Joining us now, our fourth participant in Shane and Alyssa's Cutthroat Kitchen of Criticism. We have
Yes.
Gina from B96 presenting us with her preferred go-to Super Bowl snack. Gina, this is Alyssa.
Welcome.
Hi.
Thanks
Hi.
for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Break it down for
course.
us. Tell us what we've got here in this beautiful dish.
Okay, so this is a super easy dish for someone who's a little bit too busy because it takes like 30-ish minutes to make.
Okay.
Perfect.
Homemade French onion dip.
Oh.
Okay.
No powder packets, no jars, very simple. Sour cream, mayonnaise, cream cheese, caramelized onions.
Okay.
We've done a lot of mayonnaise today.
We have.
We've
Yeah.
done a lot of
Calories
mayonnaise
don't
today.
count today, though.
It's not about the calories.
Oh.
It's about the overwhelming
That's right.
aftertaste of mayonnaise
right.
I currently have in my mouth.
Well,
Going
don't forget
ahead
about
there.
the onions. That's going to leave a little
We've done a
something
lot
in
of
there
onions
as
We've
well.
had, our breath is
Yeah, so
rough.
but you caramelized your onions, you cooked them.
Yes,
So-
yes. It
Okay.
takes like 30-ish minutes. I did 3 tablespoons of butter, like medium heat for 5-ish, maybe 10-ish minutes. Turn it down, let them get caramely, throw them in there. And I love this because you can make it the day before, and then it gets yummier the next day. So if you're busy and you don't want to deal with this on the
no one has
actual
time for
day,
that.
exactly, make it the day before.
So we should hook her up with Austin because
Yeah,
Austin
he needs some work over
put
there.
raw red onion, or his wife did, raw red onion in, what is it, crack dip?
Yeah,
So-
that's what he was calling
I'm
it.
very glad that you cooked the onions. You want to go first?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Where's the inspiration come from? Is this something that your mother would make for you?
No, the
No?
inspiration comes from being very busy and
Okay.
still liking to serve good food.
Sure.
So we don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. We're busy people, whether that's because of your
I
work,
broke
your
the chip.
job, your kids,
Yeah.
whatever the reason.
Okay.
We're busy.
And is this what you will be bringing to a Super Bowl party on Sunday? Or
Absolutely.
Is it, yes? Okay. What do we think? We like the chives on there. You know, we're grading for plating and
It's got a lot of
presentation
taste.
as well.
I could tell it's homemade, which is good.
Okay, I hope that's
We are
good.
looking
That's
for
good.
taste.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Great.
Part of it was originality.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
very
original.
classic.
And can you tell us about this lovely platter as well? Because presentation is key in this
Alyssa, I
competition.
am so glad you asked.
Of
This
course.
is a brand new, never used,
Ooh, never
Kate
used.
Spade serving platter that we
beautiful.
thrifted
It's
from
beautiful.
Salvation Army.
See, if I was at a party right now, this is exactly what I would be doing. Just sitting in front of this bowl
Yep.
and just scooping it and stuffing my face. What do you
This
think,
works.
Shane?
Are you getting the sweetness of the caramelized onions in there? Because I definitely am. I think that's a nice
I am.
touch.
It's good with like the saltiness of the chips
Right.
with the sweetness of the dip.
You can get creative with your dip vessel. I like a classic potato chip because I don't really cook with a ton of salt, so that brings the salt for me. But if you're health conscious, one, you shouldn't eat the dip, period, because it's filled with mayonnaise and sour cream. But if you are, broccoli, carrots, that's all
No,
great in there, too.
this needs the chips.
This is the most elevated dish we've seen so far amongst 4 radio hosts cooking their Super Bowl snacks, wouldn't you say?
And homemade.
Danny Parkins drizzled his hot dogs with maple syrup.
Yeah.
So that's what we're washing out of our mouths now.
That
so
was
this
the
is a
last
nice,
one. So this is a nice elevated dish from
is
that.
nice.
I feel
No
like I
offense,
owe him
Danny.
a thank you card because I think anything following up that dish would be stellar.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
No, beautiful presentation. Loved that you described it so well. Really walked us through the process.
The passion came out in
Yeah.
the food. The passion came
And
out
then
in
it
the
was
food.
quick and easy, and that's what we're looking for these days.
Yeah.
We don't have time to just slave away in the kitchen.
It's a party.
Unless
you
you're
know?
Shane, he likes hanging out in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't.
He's a different type
I
of a
don't
guy.
have family or friends
Okay.
or hobbies.
Is this
Gina,
therapy now?
Yeah, well, it should be. You guys are a lot cheaper. Gina from B96, thank you very much for your French onion dip. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Gina.
it. This is a dish I would have. I would eat at a Super Bowl party.
I'm having a party for the Super Bowl, so I might just have to copy this.
There you go. It's all
Yeah.
yours.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Now,
You're
please do your
welcome.
dramatic walk out of our kitchen studio. All right, that's it, Alyssa. I would love to say that I'm walking away from this this situation incredibly impressed.
Yeah.
But I'm walking away incredibly disappointed. I thought
Yeah.
people would put in a little bit more work for us.
I was really not wowed
No,
by any.
no, no.
And there was definitely ones that rank more at the bottom,
Definitely.
and the other ones at
Right.
the top.
So as a review, our 4 contestants: Austin Huff, US 99, morning show, Melissa and Austin; Gina from B96, Gen
Mm-hmm.
BT, morning show host at 104.3 Jams; and Danny Parkins, the afternoon show
Yeah.
at 670 The Score, the host of that
A
show.
good mix of everything, I'll have to say.
A great mix of everything. I wanted maybe a little bit more, like a nice little ethnic touch.
Okay.
I felt like this was very Midwest Super
It
Bowl.
was so Midwest. It was screaming, "Hey, we live here in Illinois.
Yes, this is Midwest.
This is
thick.
why we are chubbier here in Illinois."
Give me your worst dish of the afternoon.
I am still scared of Austin's dish. And
Absolutely
he
terrifying.
is a great guy, and he even wore a White Sox hat,
Yeah.
maybe to please us. I'm concerned for his diet. He had 4 different cheeses in this dish, which was I
Cheddar?
wish he actually just didn't say that to begin with.
No, 4 different
Terrifying.
cheeses.
There should not be 4 cheeses in really anything,
No,
I feel like.
raw onion, and then a
I still
nondescript
have
meat
the taste.
where there was no meat in it.
And then the mayonnaise, and I
Filled
think,
with
I
mayonnaise.
think some onions that he just threw in there. I'm not sure. The Triscuits were the best part of that dish, and he did not make that.
Correct.
So,
I'd advise
Austin, love you, man, but that's got to be my bottom.
don't make that for your Super Bowl party
No.
unless no one's coming.
You're going to be handing out some lactate.
Number 3, I'm with you on that at number 4. My third worst, or my third best, second worst, I guess. I have
Second worst.
to go with Jen. I
Okay.
did not really appreciate the deconstructed enchilada. I know where she was going with it.
Okay.
I love where her head's at. The idea is great. I was missing salt. I was missing flavor. I was missing texture. There were Doritos in there, but I think she crunched them up a little bit too small.
Mm-hmm.
I got no breakup between the cheese, sour cream, where the Doritos were supposed to be, and then the other things in the bottom.
Okay.
I get it. Love where her head's at. She did not execute
See,
to me.
I would disagree with you a little bit on that
Okay.
one. I really liked Jen's presentation, and that is part of what we're judging. Presentation, we are looking at the whole picture. She did prepare well, and she said that she even rehearsed it at home.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it from that side,
Okay.
and you're looking at I get the taste.
Yeah.
Yes, it wasn't 10 out of 10.
No, not at
but
all.
she didn't have the most amount of time today to put it in the oven.
Well, she had more time than anyone. She's been here since like 6 o'clock in the morning. I preheated the oven for her.
Trying to help you out here,
I'm
Jen.
just trying to be realistic.
But I think, yes, there were some things that she definitely needed to work on in that dish, but presentation for me was key, and I think she did execute that well.
Okay, so number 3 for you is what?
Danny Parkins, the bacon, too much maple syrup going on there.
There was a lot of maple
A
syrup.
lot.
A
The
lot of
pan at the
maple
bottom,
syrup.
it was just stuck there. So I would say less of the maple syrup.
Should we just show them the pan?
Yeah, let's bring
I'm
it
just
out.
going to grab
Let's
it
bring
from
it
the
out.
dishwasher because
And for me, I'm not the biggest bacon lover, so he didn't know that. Oh, yeah.
this has been soaking still.
I have to brush my teeth after this.
I don't know if the camera
Oh,
can
we're getting on my
see that.
toes here.
Sorry about that. There's so much. So when sugar caramelizes and when you overcook sugar like maple syrup, that's when you get all these burnt brown bits in there. And Danny did that to the pan.
Yeah, not too
That-
appealing.
That kind of transferred to the taste of the
Yeah,
hot dog.
yeah.
But
And you know what? He liked it because he ate the rest of them. So sometimes when you're making your own dish, you need to appeal to the crowd.
Yeah.
He liked it.
He loved it. That's all that matters.
He would give himself a high score.
Well, it's not all that matters. You also want the food to be good for your guests at the party. So I
Correct.
guess I'll take that back.
Okay, what's your number one?
Danny's.
Okay.
I didn't want to come in here and say that. I did not want
I
Danny
think he
Parkins'
did because
dish
he
to
works
be,
on his show.
No, I'm being honest with you. None of these dishes. The French onion dip was very good from Gina. I did like that.
Yes.
I did. I wish I got a little bit more of the sour cream. There was a little bit too sweet from the onions.
Okay.
I don't want that sweet of an onion.
Okay.
But technically, that dish was executed the best of all four.
Right.
In terms of overall taste and entertainment level from the participant, I think Danny presented the best.
Okay.
Danny used a family recipe from his
Right.
younger sister, and he took a chance. Danny took a chance with 2 forms of sugar, with the bacon, which already has natural sugars, then brown sugar, and then maple syrup.
Yes.
Wrapped in a hot dog. That's all meat. I loved the flavor. I loved the presentation
Okay.
of Danny's. I'm going Danny number
It
1.
was very flavorful.
It was. It was. Just very sweet. So you're going Jen's enchiladas for number 1.
I am.
Okay, that's fine.
I am.
Are
I
you
am.
going to try to recreate that for Super Bowl?
I could give it a go.
Okay, you could give it a
Maybe I liked her Doritos idea. It didn't taste that too much. Like we said, we needed a little bit more crunch.
Need more.
So I would add a little bit more Doritos and maybe layer it a little bit differently.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Alyssa, thank you for doing this with me. This has
Thank
been
you.
Shane and Alyssa's cutthroat kitchen of criticism. My winner, Danny Parkins, and his little wiener wrapped with bacon and sprinkled with brown sugar and maple syrup.
And I'm
Alyssa,
going with Jen.
With Jen,
And
the
her
deconstructed
enchilada. Yeah.
Thank you very much.